be touched, and there is, realistically, little to nothing you can do about it. Who took Johnny? 2014. Johnny Gosch is a kid that vanished on the morning of September 5th, 1982 in West Des Moines, Iowa. This documentary looks into that fateful day and also the bizarre timeline that followed. This is one of those documentaries where they present you with all the evidence. And even with or without the documentary slant, you're sat there thinking, you know, I'm starting to come around to this whole, there's terrible people out there thing. That have a fuck ton of power, and the more and more you hear, you just sat there yelling at the monitor. It seems pretty clear-cut to me. Why aren't we doing anything about this? Oh, because we can't? Fuck, that sucks. Now, multiple people saw Johnny that morning. He was a paperboy hitting his route, and I guess I should say, apparently, this is the story. Early in his route, a car had slightly passed Johnny, backed up, and asked for directions. That car goes away and then later comes back. At this point, Johnny is right by one of his neighbors who's outside. The man describes the driver appearing to be mad, and as this charming old man puts it, caffeinated. Coked out of his mind. The car goes away. As Johnny leaves, the neighbor sees a tall man appear from some trees and start to follow Johnny. Johnny passes two of his fellow paperboys, gives him a wave, and then we lose any eyes from that point. A neighbor at home right by the site of Johnny's disappearance remembers hearing a car door slam and a car speed off, and he sees him blow the stop sign. And they were actually able to identify what the car looked like, but no license plate. Shortly after, the other paperboys came up to an empty wagon, and it was Johnny's. The cops were called. Also, we later learned that Johnny was walking his dog at the time, and the dog was still there when they found the wagon. So you would think, had Johnny gone somewhere of his own volition, the dog would have presumably followed. And everything I just told you is a combination of testimony from multiple neighbors as well as the paperboys. So, using our skills of deduction, someone kidnapped Johnny, right?
Nobody saw anything that, to us, was an explanation for the boy's disappearance. He just vanished.
He just vanished.
Yep.
The Chris Angel of his time.
So you want to know how to scam your friends so that you can make $9?
Who even is this guy? Oh, that's the police captain during Johnny's disappearance? Huh. Yeah, I doubt he'd be that informed on the case anyway.